My name's Nicole. I am the niece of my Aunt Lori and Uncle Paul, and I'm just going to speak for Serena today and share her awesome thoughts about her dad. I always thought my dad was like Superman growing up. Sounds familiar. He could do anything and everything. And then when the Taken movies came out, I changed my mind about the Superman thing. My dad was Liam Neeson. Except better because he was real and not just acting. No matter what was happening or where I was, I knew I could always call my dad, and he would be there to help or have the answers I needed. He always answered the phone, always. We talked almost every day. Either I had a question or he would call me for something. And at night when I was bored at home, alone, I could call him, and even if neither of us had anything to say, he would just sit on the phone with me, and I felt like I wasn't alone. He was the greatest man, husband, and father anyone could ask for. I've known for a while that it was going to be a really hard to find a man I wanted to be my husband because my dad set that standard so high. He was truly one of a kind. For the last year, I have been contemplating accepting a job that would require me to move out of state for at least 3 years. The decision was such a struggle, mainly because I didn't want to miss out on any time with my dad. When I finally received the job offer, I decided to flip a coin to make my decision. I flipped that coin, multiple coins actually, at least 15 times. Nearly all of the flips told me to stay in Arizona and not accept the job. I felt so relieved, but also a little disappointed in myself with that decision. So what did I do? I called my dad. Somehow I knew he would be able to help me make the right decision, and he did. I decided to take the job. I thought, Dad's not going anywhere. I'll be back in a few years. And now this. But I am so grateful for all the time I spent with him this last year, all of the dinners and long phone calls we shared. And he loves Serena, my puppy. We would just stand around in the kitchen and watch her silliness and laugh after we were all done eating. My dad had the most contagious laugh. Every once in a while, something would happen that my dad found so funny. He would laugh so hard and loud without being able to stop. It made all of us around him laugh too, even if what he was laughing at wasn't that funny. I am so sad I won't be able to hear one of those laughing fits again. I'm so grateful for the amazing qualities he passed down to me. My dad has so many sides to him. I wish I would have gotten to know them all better. He was my father first and foremost, but he was also a husband and a brother, and from what I do know, he had some real fun in his 20s and 30s. Trips to Mexico, Hawaii, riding his dirt bike with friends, the bowling league that led him to my mom, his sandrail building, and I'm sure there was so much more that would have come out over the years. Now that I'm an adult, that's her, yes. Now that I'm an adult, it felt like every time something new came up in my life, he had a story to share from when he was my age or a similar situation. That's how I know he lived such a full life, a never-ending book of stories and experiences and wisdom. Because of him, I know I will be strong enough to figure things out on my own, even though I would much rather call and ask him for the answer. There was one time when I was younger, elementary school probably, we were living on Amberson, and I was down at the end of the street with some of the other kids, and I don't know what happened. I think there was a boy being mean or something, and I don't even know he knew, but he came running down the street to save me from whatever it was, and I was completely awestruck by the speed he had. He was running so fast, I don't know how he didn't trip and started just rolling down the street. It wasn't even anything serious, but he was there in a second. That's the moment I realized he would always be there when I needed him